true. Watching the multitude, let me cook the accused. When you got different views, just know you gon' pay the price. Based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost, get the ushers. No.
Okay, sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. Sometimes I need it. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes
grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. So what you gon' do with it? Stop playing.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to go. Here it is. It's unlike teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Joe Mixon.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
49-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 3.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Mixon with a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Newton is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally stop him, but a
first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He will push his way down to about the 14.
That's the
Tanner Muse there defensively.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 8. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Kelly there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Newton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wilson looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 40 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Bengals 21, Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Corey Littleton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's 3rd down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. That's pulled in at the 32. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun. Newton, big hold of the 30. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Newton on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's got room. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
His kick.
And he's got it up and through.
That's the score. Bengals 21. Raiders.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Newton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. 20.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And I know this quarterback. His instinct, he's going to want to go for it here on 4th and goal. I want to see if the rational heads on the sidelines prevail and they say this late in the game, let's get 3 in the lead. This debate is going to be fun.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Burrow. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 23. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2. Now it's Burrow. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Newton will let this go deep for, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixon. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Cincinnati, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Won't fall again and